Hi friends, welcome to my channel VVS Vlogs. Today I am going to share our Udaipur trip vlog with you all. We chose Udaipur, the city of lakes, to celebrate our 4th marriage anniversary, and it was a short 3 days trip. To reach Udaipur, we took flight to Jaipur and from there headed to Udaipur by train. As soon as we reached there, we found the weather was quite pleasant, being the month of December, as it's the start of winter season in Rajasthan. Our stay was planned at the beautiful property of Club Mahindra, which was located far away from the main city, that gave us a more peaceful stay. While reaching resort, their staff welcomed us at the resort in the traditional Rajasthani way, and then they invited us to the cultural program organized by them in the evening. These lovely performances were done by the hotel's crew only, which was quite impressive, and the ambience was perfect. Especially Kriti enjoyed a lot, and after that they organized the famous puppet show. And then we had delicious and authentic Rajasthani food in dinner. The property incorporated the traditional culture in each and every sense. Being a foodie, we enjoyed the Rajasthani cuisine to our core, and there were several options for Kriti as well, which made my life easier. By the time we came back to our room, it was midnight and 3rd December already started, so we did the cake cutting organized by the staff and celebrated our 4th anniversary. As we were on a short trip, so we decided to visit the nearby places of Udaipur first and kept the local sightseeing for the next time. So in the morning, we headed to Haldi Ghati and skipped going to Ranakpur and Kumbhalgarh, as they were around 100 kilometers. So Haldi Ghati is at a distance of 48 kilometers from Udaipur and is mainly famous for the massive battle that was held there between the Mughals and the Maharana Pratap. There we visited the Maharana Pratap Museum, which is a tribute to him and showcases his life full of bravery. We first watched a documentary on Maharana Pratap, and the short movie takes you back to the times that you can very well imagine the sacrifices made by the people of Mewar against Mughals. Also, we saw many events from Maharana Pratap's life came alive through models in light and sound. The museum was well maintained, beautiful, and a nice place to enjoy our proud history. The grounds have various stories depicted by murals, painting and sculptures. Haldi Ghati was 2 kilometers from the museum. Before going through that, we went to see the Chetak Smarak too. Chetak Smarak is the memorial of horse Chetak, a very loyal and brave horse of Shri Maharana Pratap. Facing Mughals, Maharana Pratap nearly won the battle, and while escaping the battle, his wonderful horse Chetak got badly wounded by a spear. He carried Maharana Pratap 6 kilometers, including jumping across a deep river, and died after saving Maharana Pratap. You can see a square-shaped statue is made on his grave. The surrounding was also good. It was full of greenery. And then finally we made it to Haldi Ghati. It is the historical mountain pass in the Aravalli range where the battle was held. Earlier it was also called Rakht Talai. It is said that during the disastrous war, so many soldiers died that there was blood all over the Ghati, and huge rain also came that day, so the yellow colored soil turned red. Even today the color of the soil is reddish yellow. Then we came back to Udaipur, did some rest, and in the evening we went to see the lakes. While casually roaming near Fatehsagar Lake, we came across Under the Sun Aquarium. We decided to give it a try, and this aquarium was a complete surprise packet for us. As soon as we entered the place, we came across the beautiful architecture of aquarium. A mild music was playing in the background, and as the place is partially underground, so not much light enters the premises to give the aquatic life their natural habitat. On the left they have small aquarium for the tiny fishes, and on the right they have big aquarium for the larger ones. The place houses a variety of exotic fishes there. The aquarium has more than 100 species of fishes under care. They have excellent collection of different type of sea and river fishes from all over the world. They also have various species of fishes like clownfish, alligators, puffer fish, and many other fishes brought from 16 countries all over the world. And other than fishes, they have sea creatures too. They have total 180 species of marine and freshwater animals. We love the spot where one can stand surrounded by the fishes and take pictures. It feels like you are inside the glass tank with the fishes. Also, one can experience rarest of life under the sea through virtual reality experience. At one place they have created a small pond-like area where you can touch fishes too. Interaction with the fish at the touch pool was just amazing. There we can touch the fish and feed them as well. They also has 3D photography arena with artificial intelligence where one can do trick photography too. At the end, to relax ourselves, we decided to get fish pedicure done. डाल के देखो बेटा. Fish spa was fun for me, but Deep didn't like it because it was first time for him. We found Under the Sun Aquarium quite interesting, and also it is one of the largest aquarium in India. Udaipur is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills. Its natural beauty, the breathtaking and the mesmerizing scenes make the place one of the most romantic spot of India and is also called as the Venice of East. Before leaving Udaipur, how can one miss the most visited and the main attraction of Udaipur, the City Palace? So we also decided to visit the last destination of our trip. The City Palace was put up during the time when the city Udaipur was established by Maharana Uday Singh and his successors. City Palace stands tall over the east bank of Pichola Lake, built on a top of a hill. The palace is one of the largest complex in the state of Rajasthan that includes many getaways, palaces, halls and museum. Built completely with marble and granite, the palace is a wonderful blend of Rajasthani, Mughals, European and Chinese architectures. The balconies, cupolas and the towers of the palace provide a spectacular view of lake and the Udaipur city. The palace also adorns the beautiful fountains, towers, terraces and hanging gardens located at the highest point of City Palace that offers a breathtaking view. The courtyard is full of large shady trees and is a peaceful place to relax. The complex comprises 11 wonderful palaces. Each place is designed in a unique way. The interiors of the palace are as commendable as exteriors. The intricate decorations like mirror work, marble work, murals, wall painting, silver work and colored glass work are worth admiring. The rooms have been beautifully restored and feature arts and craft, frescoes and balconies. It was interesting to see the carriages and other method of transport that was previously used. It was clear how lavish the Maharaja family lived at that time. One of the most important gallery in the City Palace Museum is the Silver Gallery that even includes a mandap pavilion of wedding ceremonies made of silver. The exquisite work of the palace cannot be bounded in words, so one must visit this place to capture the real picture of it. At the end, we spent some time at the Lake Pichola with boating and saw the awe-inspiring sunset. And here our vlogs come to the end. If you really enjoyed the vlog, then please hit the like button.